Hey guys, welcome to Sweetcast. I am Clint. I write comic books and sometimes talk about crazy cringe stuff online. And so here we go. This is kind of annoying to me. So prepare, okay? You're going to be cringing. Fair warning. So Jeremy Renner, the guy that plays Hawkeye in the Marvel movies, he is, I guess, under fire by crazy people who are combing through his history. This is why Twitter ruins everything. Humanity, I can't imagine. Sometimes I sit there and think, what would the world be like if technology just kind of stopped in the 90s for some reason? I don't know. There's been a lot of great things as well. But at the same time, man, if social media didn't exist, this whole cancel culture thing wouldn't exist either. And I don't know. It really does get tiresome. I hope more people just get tired of it. Just get tired of it. Just let people be. All right, so Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, he is being accused of being ableist. And in case you don't know what that means, that's kind of like being a racist, except for, being, people with disabilities. So, ableist versus disableist, I guess. So what did our man Jeremy Renner say? I don't know. Let's take a look.
Not only in the movies, but in the comics. So just meeting you or seeing you is such a big deal to me. But my question is, in the comics, Hawkeye is hard of hearing, but in the movies, that isn't really addressed.
What'd you say? Hard of hearing? Hard of hearing in the comics, yeah.
In the movie,
He was joking, obviously. The crowd of people understood he was joking, but anybody with a microphone or, basically anybody with a microphone didn't get that joke, so... Okay, so far he kind of insinuated a joke. He's being charming. Let's see what else he's done.
doesn't really address. So what are your thoughts on that, or did you have any input?
What was the last part of that, sweetheart? You said about his dress? We're not even joking. Just lean in a little bit. It legitimately is hard to hear. Yeah.
What are your thoughts in the movie that he isn't hard of hearing? Because I think that was a big issue to me, just because I'm such a huge fan of his in the comics, and I thought that it really brought a lot of diversity in the comic world, and to not have that in the movies was a little sad.
Yeah, I don't...
Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you finish, okay? But first, I gotta start here. First off, having somebody being hard of hearing isn't it's not like, oh, it's introducing diversity. This is so great. Diversity is a complicated thing when it comes to stories. No, it's not complicated. We make it too complicated. The truth is, you're going to have a variety of characters with different kinds of experiences and things like that, and ailments in this case, or whatever, levels of hearing. And sometimes this is important to the story. Not sometimes. This should be all the time important to the story, and it has some kind of effect on things, even if it's just like jokes or whatever. Now, if there was no purpose in the movie to mention that he was hard of hearing, my question is, how do you know that Hawkeye wasn't hard of hearing? In the movies, he absolutely could have been hard of hearing. It's just that, people were next to him speaking and he could keep up. I know people that are hard of hearing, and if you're speaking clearly, then things are fine. So having random moments where he's like, what? I can't hear you. That is not adding to the story whatsoever. Unless they had written it in somehow and they made it part of it, for some, they reimagined it or something. I don't know. It really is silly. Now in comics, they did that. Sure. Okay. But he still communicated with people, and he's still whatever the antithesis of a terrible person. He's a straight white male. So how much does it matter? I don't know. It doesn't. It shouldn't. It should only matter as far as the story is concerned. But let's let Jeremy finish here.
I don't really dig into the comics so much because there's so many different worlds of that, from the old world and new world of Hawkeye especially. I don't know anything about him being hard of hearing. I don't know if I would have actually played that anyway. There's still, I think, a lot to discover with that character anyway. And I personally like the character because he's a human being. He just has a high skill set. He's, I guess, a superhero, but he has no superpowers. That's why I liked him. So
It's kind of a burn here. So he's liking him because he has, he's an interesting set of abilities. He doesn't have superpowers, but he's also a superhero at the same time. That makes him interesting. He doesn't like him because he's hard of hearing or not hard of hearing. This would normally be how things work, but Jeremy Renner is ableist. So here's the next one. This one, I've never heard this before, and so prepare for a treat. We're going to start this one at the beginning. He's being interviewed, and he says a naughty, naughty word. Here we go.
Was that funny?
No.
I give it a go. I'd like to do it. I really like to play a transvestite. For whatever, I have a weird thing that I would really like to play a tranny. I don't know why. Is that weird?
There you go. He said the word tranny. Apparently that is the new, it's a naughty word. You see how this goes? Like, both of these instances, he made a joke here. Second, he made a joke here. And I would consider both of these jokes extremely mild. If you have this big of an issue with things like this, I don't know, maybe you need to look inward. This is seriously, social media is ruining you. If you're going to be so offended by these kinds of things, just enjoy stuff. I mean, you don't have to be looking into people's everything that they've ever said in passing, looking for things to be offended by. Or if you are, you might work for the Mary Sue. This is the highly feminist news site. Stop trying to make Jeremy Renner a thing. Basically, he keeps getting work and getting put in movies. I guess that's the problem here. I don't know. Like, if he sells tickets, then here's another one. Encyclopedia Problematica. I've never seen this before, but this could be a lot of fun. Gosh. So there's an entry on Jeremy Renner, and they've got to spell everything out that he's ever said. This is the world. This is the world that we're living in right now, that you have to keep track of everything that people have said online so that you know how they stand on every single one of these issues. This is insane. He called a fictional female character a slut, triggering millions of women everywhere. Maybe this is for fun site. I don't know. I love this. He used the N-word twice in an interview while defending the actions of his racist character. Choice quotes from an interview about his role as a neo-Nazi in the movie Ned described the character as not really a Nazi and a poor, twisted soul. If you take it too seriously, you probably shouldn't see the movie. Yeah, that sounds like sage advice to me. Sorry, guys, I can't get through this. Says the movie, which is about an effing neo-Nazi falling in love with a black woman, isn't about racism. To him, it's about people with problems and how they chose to deal with them. He describes it as sweet and endearing. How should that movie have gone? instead of the neo-Nazi guy, changing his mind or whatever, like growing as a person or as a character, should he have just died in a car accident immediately or been punched to death outside of, waiting in the Starbucks line for his coffee, just got punched to death by a bunch of Antifa Twitter drones. I love this too. You can actually see here, summary of offenses: racist, yes. Anti-feminist, probably. Homophobe, alleged rapist, what? Other two, they're just unknown. It's likely he's a terrible person. We just don't quite know why or how yet, but we'll get to him. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a silly mood today, I guess, but this had me rolling. I've got to look up this encyclopedia of Problematica. I'm going to be... this is probably my new favorite website. If you're interested in a comic that may or may not be problematic, but certainly at least not virtue signal to you, check out Downcast. It's in the link in the description below. It is about blue-collar teens that use the power of gravity to fight against a corrupt city for their father's life. We are at $29,740, really close to 30 grand. If you haven't backed it yet, please do check it out. I'd love to have your support. It'd be really, really helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps my video out. And let me know in the comments below what else you think Jeremy Renner is doing that is so problematic. Or, I don't know, maybe confess your own problematic history. Who knows? It all just helps the algorithm. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.